Hi party people, it's me, Sunny. I talk about the beauty of life. I share about my life, about the lessons that I have learned, especially coming out of 20 years of addiction, bulimia to be specific. And today I want to talk about the topic, if it's possible to love yourself after addiction. And spoiler alert, the answer is yes. Yes, you can absolutely love yourself after spending even decades in addiction. Can you love your life? Can you be happy again? Can you actually fucking make it? I mean, and the answer to all of these questions is yes, absolutely. And I could end this video right here, right now, I guess, but obviously not. I just want to talk about a little bit about what it's like to come out of addiction, what it's like to recover, what it takes, and what the journey is like, and how you're actually going to be able to love yourself after having spent so much time in addiction. So to recover from addiction, especially when you've been in there for decades, guess what? It's hard. It's not easy. It's not something that you just do like this from one day to the other and you just like healed and you're a different person once you decide, okay, I want to get out of addiction. The thing with addiction, and I probably don't have to tell you this, if you're watching this, you probably are in addiction, or you have been in addiction, or you used to be in addiction, or you want to get out of it. Like all the same things, I guess. But addiction obviously means that you feel stuck in your life. You don't, like, you're trying, right? Like, you are trying. You have tried many, many times to not be in addiction. And you have tried to think your way out of this. You have tried different things, methods, tools, and nothing has worked. So what has to happen is that you have to understand that nothing that happens here in the mind, none of the thinking, none of the trying, because trying truly means that it's not working, right? None of the forcing will ever be successful, because what got you in addiction in the first place, it's you wanting things to be different. It's forcing yourself into a direction that you don't want to go. It's doing things that you don't want to do. It's being stuck in your mind, trying to think yourself out of something. It's you trying to improve a situation or yourself constantly because you think you're not good enough. It's you trying to make up for something that you did in the past. It's you trying to show up in the world as a better person, as a better version of yourself. It's you trying to hide parts of you, to suppress parts of you. Not even parts of you, but because they aren't you, but parts of energies that are lingering around in your system that you have at some point cut off. Wounds, traumas, events in your life that you no longer want to think about, but these wounds are still residing in you and they are causing harm within you. And you are trying to push these traumas, events, past experiences, energies, suppressed emotions, you are trying to push them away, push them aside, because you don't have the capacity, you don't have the time, you don't have the emotional capacity, space to take care of the things that are causing you to get in this mind loop of trying to be better in the first place. So what we have to understand, truly understand, is that no matter how much we try, no matter how hard we try, no matter how much we do, no matter how forceful we are, no matter how determined we are, no matter how much willpower we have, because it's the thing, when you're in addiction, it doesn't mean that you don't have any willpower. No, it means you have a lot of willpower, but you are using your willpower to suppress your emotions. You're using your willpower to trying to get better, be different, improve. But because you're using all of this power in the wrong direction, that's why you're still in an addiction, right? So we have to understand that no amount of thinking, and even if it's subconsciously, so this is another thing, we have to become aware of the things that we are thinking subconsciously, because that's where the most power lies. Whatever's in our subconscious mind is that which is strongest. So if your life is in chaos, if you're in despair, if you're stuck in addiction, then it's because there's something going on in your subconscious mind that you cannot see. And so basically, what we have to do is we have to become aware. That's really all we need to do. I mean, there's more things we need to do, but it's the first step. We have to become aware. And so once we have become aware of why we are in addiction, then we have to take whatever that thing is, which is probably a life event or more, multiple life events that happened in the past that you haven't healed yet. And so once you become aware of these things, then you have to feel. You have to feel all of that stuff that you pushed away for such a long time. And so, excuse the cute little dog in the background. So once you, like, in order to get out of addiction, you basically have to become aware, and then you have to feel. So for me, it started with becoming aware of the things that I was pushing away for such a long time. And so once that happened, then I had to feel all of it. And so this is obviously a process. So for me, it took me years and years to heal. And by healing, I meant feeling. So I was feeling everything that I hadn't felt previously. So that's what it's like to be in addiction recovery. You have to feel. You have to allow yourself to feel. And you are going to be also very much in despair, because you have to feel all the things that you didn't allow yourself to feel beforehand. And that's obviously going to be some nasty shit. It's obviously going to be some stuff that you don't want to feel. You didn't want to feel it in the first place. So that's why you pushed it away. But now you have to do it. So that's what it's like to be in addiction recovery. You're gonna feel a lot of shame. You're gonna feel a lot of guilt. You're gonna feel a lot of anger. You're gonna feel all these limiting beliefs. And in that phase, in that period, life's also not fun for the most part. Like, at some point we decide, okay, we want to get out of addiction, but we have decided that many times before, right? But the true magic, the true transformation, the true change truly just happens when we actually start to feel. And then at some point you're gonna no longer engage in the behavior, because we also of course have to understand that the behavior, the act of the engaging in addiction, is just a symptom of what's underneath, right? So once you start healing yourself from within, from the inside out, and this is the most important thing that you have to understand, like that's the only way, as within so without. I made a whole video on how to get out of addiction, how to heal yourself from addiction, and the most important thing you have to understand is as within so without. Everything that you experience in your 3D reality is always going to be a reflection of who you are inside. And even if you don't want this to be true, even if you're observing stuff and you're like, yeah, well, like, how is that supposed to be inside of me? How am I the one creating this? Well, you are. And if there's stuff that you don't understand, it's because it's in your subconscious mind. It's because you cannot see it, because you have pushed it away so far, so deep down, that's why this is happening. But you have no access to it consciously because you pushed it away so far for such a long time. That doesn't make it untrue. It's still true that whatever you see is because of who you are. So once again, you have to become aware of the things that you can't see, that are in your subconscious mind. And so that's what I did. I started to look at myself from within, from my inner world, and I started to feel, and that's how I healed. And so again, this is just a period of time, and it can take years to feel yourself through all of that. But the more you feel, the more you come back home to yourself, the more you let go of everything that you are not, the more you let go of all the nasty emotions that used to reside of you, and you feel yourself through it. And with every single time you feel yourself through something that you haven't felt yourself through before, that you pushed away before, the more you're gonna come home to yourself, the better you will feel. And you're just gonna keep feeling and feeling and feeling and feeling, and you're gonna keep healing and healing. You're gonna keep feeling better and better and better. And at some point, you will also stop the behavior of engaging in the act of addiction, because the desire will be gone. You no longer want to do it because whatever made you do this in the first place is no longer there. That's why it's important you heal yourself from within, from the root cause, right? And so once at some point you're gonna stop the behavior, which is wonderful and beautiful. But the thing is, a lot of times, sometimes, I don't know, everyone is very individual. Everyone is unique. It's a very individual journey. At some point, the behavior stops, but that doesn't mean that the desire, the urge, can still sometimes be there. But at some point, you're just going to be way too strong. You're just going to be mentally way too strong to engage. You know, the desire can be there, the urge can be there, but you're just like, no, like this is like nothing to me now, right? Like you're gonna be way too strong. Your willpower is gonna be way too strong, in the right direction, and so you will teach yourself. You will teach yourself that you no longer need to do this behavior, and then you will stop. Like, it's going to be easy. It's like, that's what it's like for me. Like, it's someone, it was just easy because I was just so much, I had changed internally so much that my focus was completely different. My focus would start to be on the things that are more important to me now. So to like being able to love yourself after addiction is, it happens naturally. So you don't have to force yourself, you know what I mean? The more you look at the things that are disturbing you inside of yourself and you heal that, the more these things will transform back into your original state of unconditional love that you are. So the more you feel, the more you come back home to yourself, the more you love yourself automatically. So the more you're going to be in this state of unconditional love for self. So your actions will just reflect that, because again, you always get more of who you are. So when you change internally and you change back into your original state of unconditional love, well, then you're gonna get up in the morning and you're just gonna wanna love on yourself. And that's where I'm at. I get up in the morning, I, tell myself all the beautiful things. I genuinely mean them. I genuinely mean what I tell myself. That I love myself, that I love my body, that I'm perfect the way I am. Because we all are. That I don't need to change anything about myself in order to be lovable. And all of that stuff. So, yes, it's absolutely possible to come back, to close this video out. It's absolutely possible to love yourself after many, many years, after decades of addiction. And it's possible in the truest way. Like, you don't have to fake it anymore. You don't have to lie to yourself. You're going to feel, you're going to live a life of embodiment. You're going to live a life of embodiment of unconditional love and abundance and freedom. Simply because you have changed internally. And so it's natural now to love yourself. So, yes, I truly believe, well, I truly know that it's absolutely possible to love yourself after decades of addiction, because like this video is for people who are worried that it's too late, who think, well, it's too late now, like I've been in addiction for all this time and like nothing's ever gonna change, or how am I supposed to be able to love myself after all this time? I'm too fucked up, I'm too far gone. No, trust me when I say you're not too far gone and it's not too late. And here's the thing, there only exists the now, and that's truly the truth, right? I know we live in this reality where there's progression, where's linear time. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that was very German of me. I get it, okay? But what's also true is that there only is the now, and that it's never too late. Because how could it ever be too late when there only is the now? So we live here right now. We live right now in this moment. And if you, right now in this moment, you love yourself in this moment, truly, utterly, well, what else do you want? Like what time have you lost? You didn't lose anything. Nothing is lost. Because what matters is how you feel right now in the moment, right? And when you feel content and in love with yourself right now in this moment, that's all we want. That's all we need, right? And then again, we're gonna get more of what we already have. So you can love yourself right now. And that's going to continue. That's going to grow. So it's never too late. And you can get your beauty back. You can get the money back. You can get everything back, because like you don't have to make up for it. You know what I mean? Because once you are stable in the embodiment of the unconditional love that you are, which that is a journey, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it takes time. It's a process to get there. I'm just thinking, which is funny because there only is the now and there is no linear time, but at the same time we are in this realm, and it's a realm of paradox. It's a realm of duality, and it is a realm of time. So there's always two things true at the same time. But you always come back home to yourself more and more and more. And in every now moment, you can choose again. You know what I mean? If in every now moment you choose the unconditional love that you are, to remember this, to know this, if in every moment you choose that you now know that you're a new version of yourself, then that's just going to be the truth. And I just kept telling myself over and over and over and over again for years who I now wanted to be, who I now was. And I was telling myself that I'm unconditional love embodied, that I'm abundance embodied, that I'm freedom embodied, that I am pure infinite intelligence, that I'm infinitely powerful. I used to tell myself, I kept telling myself, and I still tell myself this every day, And then it just becomes true, because reality has no choice but to reflect back to you what you truly believe about yourself. It's just like if you were telling yourself one thing for decades and then you start telling yourself another thing, you just have to, work yourself to the actual embodiment of that, because you have to counteract everything that your subconscious mind is thinking. You have to rewire your whole system. And while that is a process and a journey, and while that's really hard to do, at the same time, it's really simple. It's very simple, but it's hard to move through. But that's okay, because you can do it. Because I did it. So many other people have done it before. Why wouldn't you be able to do it? I'm no different to you. We are all of the same. We all come from the same power. We all have the same power within ourselves. So it's possible, absolutely, absolutely possible for you. It's possible for everyone who feels like it's too late, blah, blah, blah. No. I'm the perfect example, right? And I used to hate myself. I used to fucking hate myself. The way I would talk to myself, it was crazy. I would talk down on myself so much. There was so much shame I carried, so much self-hatred. But I no longer do, because I rewired my subconscious mind out of it. And now I get up in the morning and I'm just like so excited, because I feel so inspired. I feel motivated. I feel energized. I love myself. I feel my heart expanding. I have so much love for life and myself. I feel grateful. I get to enjoy life to its fullest. I enjoy things consciously. I go through life consciously. And I go through life with the frequency of gratitude and joy. And it has nothing to do with what my body looks like or whatever else, right? I just love myself because. And that's possible for everyone. All right, this is where I'm gonna finish this video. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to get more videos like this, where I talk about how to love yourself again, and just me sharing about my experience around addiction and whatnot, stick around, subscribe to my channel, give this video a like. If you would like to support me in my work, if you want to support me in any other way, there's a link in my bio. You can also work with me. I can help you. I can work with you individually, helping you to love yourself again and possibly get out of addiction. If you are in this position, I can help you with that too. So you find everything about me in the link in the description. And I truly, truly hope that you got something out of this video. Let me know if you did. Okay. Sending you so much love, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Bye.